Hi, my name is Chester Boating. I'm a professional teacher, a social worker, and also a youth coach. Very often, I talk about issues concerning students and young people. Today, I want us to talk about and discuss a very important issue that most often we don't talk about it, or as young people and students we don't take it serious. We most times focus only on our books whilst we are in school. But if there's one super hidden power that could open so many opportunities and so many doors for you, it is networking whilst we are in school. It is networking whilst we are in school. I'm sure most of us we have gone through this. I'm sure most of us were given this advice, especially those of us from the lower class and from remote areas. Uko school na me sure so maame and our papa na obusuani bi ka kyerɛ wo sɛ akuya kwaku school ya wo kɔ hwɛ wo ho so yo wo yo wemfo ba ochidi w'anim ni bi nti fa hia ni ba damfo ana nkɔyɛ namfo sɛ mo. Most of us were given that advice. And I must be honest, if there's one thing I do regret in life, it is not socializing. It is not being able to enlarge or to create that network for myself whilst I was in school. And a lot of factors came to play that made me, that hinder my ability to create that network for myself. If there's one thing that is very great, or that if there is one great resource in your school, it isn't just about the textbooks or the teachers that you have around you. It's not about the books you read. It's not just about the teachers that teach you, but also it is about the people around you. Networking in school can open greater opportunities that you never imagined. So there's a need for us to take this important discussion or topic very serious as young people. It is very, very important. So let's take time to discuss it. If you are a young person, especially students at the university, at the senior high, take this video very serious and share them to your friends to also have a take of it. I keep telling my students that don't just pass through the school. Make friends, not just making friends. Make responsible friends. If you are poor relatively, if you are coming from a poor family, all your friends shouldn't be poor people relatively. There's a need for you to create that networking system or network system for yourself. So why networking matters? Why is it that networking, especially in school, why is it that it does matter? Number one, networking builds strong friendships and also steady partners. I remember when I was at the university, we used to have study groups with my friend Edi, Maju, Carol, Kobe, and other friends, and some. I remember political science. We used to have Becky, Eugene, and those people. And they were really, really intelligent. So what you do is that we go and we share ideas. You realize that some ideas you may have no knowledge of. After the discussion, you'll be able to get something, and it helped some of us whilst we were in school. Then, number two, it connects you to teachers and mentors who can guide your future. So, just like as I said, you go to school and teachers are there, friends are there. So, you could even have people who may be ahead of you. Like you are in the SHS, you may have your seniors in Form 3 in the same department. you are at the university, people in the same department. I remember there is one lady, Mamia Koto, yeah, Koto Adomako. Yeah, I remember she used to give me her notes. She was also doing social work. So when you're able to create that network system for yourself, you be, I mean, it connects you to people, and also to mentors who can guide you in taking the right path. Then it helps you to discover scholarships, leadership roles, and also even career paths. So I remember the opportunity I have to travel outside. It was a friend, an old friend, Reggie, who mentioned the school's name. I have not even heard about the school's name before. This, it was her that mentioned of that school, and behold, I got that opportunity to study outside. So that is what um, networking does if you are able to utilize it well whilst you are in school. So, how to network in school? How to go about networking in school? How do we start it? So, I'm going to take you through some steps that will guide you in how to network whilst you are in school as students. So, step one, start small. Just say hello, ask questions, and show interest in others. There's a need for you to show interest in others, and you start small. So just say hi, hello. So I remember our first study group whilst we were in school at the university. We realized that 4 or 5 of us were having common programs or courses, classes, political science, and social work. So when we got to know that, we decided to quickly formed a study group out of it. So, and out of the study group, some became closest friends like Edi and myself. Step two, join clubs, societies, or group activities, and this helps to widen your circle. So when you go to the tertiary and even at the high school level, there are some clubs and groups that you could join, and once you join it, it gets you, or it helps you to know so many people, and you try to network with some of them, and that in turn will help to widen your network circle. Then step three, build relationship with teachers. They can recommend you for opportunities. You build relationship with teachers, cordial one, so that some years, some months to come, they can recommend you for opportunity. There are some people who have gone through university, and if they had to go to their department for recommendation, they wouldn't get a lecturer, even one lecturer, to recommend them or to give them recommendation for their work opportunities, or I mean scholarship opportunities. Step four, stage anew. There's a need for you to stage anew. You don't need to use people. You don't need to use people. Make sure you build rare connections. Now, when people realize you are fake, you just want to use them, everybody will stay away from you. And classical examples of benefits of networking is that a friend or a classmate can recommend you for bigger opportunities. So I remember most of the job interviews I've had after my master's, I was being recommended by a friend, one of my network, or one of the people I was close to whilst I was in school, Isaac. And the when you do create such network for yourself, they could, or they will be able to recommend you or to connect you to resources that may help you. A teacher can also recommend you for leadership role whilst you are in school. So these are some classical benefits of social networking. And I mean, after some years, after all of you have become professionals, you may come across some of your mates or those you were able to create that network system with doing one thing or the other, and you may need their help, and because you had that relationship with, they wouldn't refuse you that help or offer. So, like as I said, a friend could introduce you to an opportunity that may shape your career. So what are some of the common mistakes that people do make when it comes to networking among students? So, mistakes people do, which there's a need for us to avoid them. You need to avoid this mistake. I'm about to mention them. So don't be fake. People can tell when you are being fake, when you are not genuine. You need to avoid talking to people when you only need something from them. As soon as people realize that you only talk to them when you need something, they may stay away from you. Don't ignore the quiet or the less popular in school. Don't ignore them. You may think they have less today, but tomorrow you don't know what they will have. And sometimes they may not come from the middle class, they may not be intelligent as you may prefer, but they also carry something. They have something that you wouldn't know how they could be of help to you. You never know what they will become some years to come, and even what they may have currently as students. Remember, networking in school is not about popularity. It's about building meaningful relationships that last. Start today as student, because your network is your net worth. Thank you. Make sure you do follow us on all our social media handles. Chester Boateng on TikTok, Chester Boat. We will come your way another time with another episode. Stay blessed. Bye bye.